A kürtöskalács egy ikonikus, illatos, cukros finomság, amit mindannyian valahol a hideg, téli, ködös Budapest utcáin kóstoltunk egy karácsonyi vásárban. De most képzeld el, hogy valaki Budapesttől több ezer kilométerre a napfényes Kaliforniában készíti el, nem is akárhogyan. Egy apró pékség San Diego-ban, amelyet két mexikói-amerikai testvér álmodott meg, miután beleszerettek ebbe a magyar finomságba. Ez itt a Milyen története, amely egy igazi, kultúrákon átívelő érdekes kaland. Ez a magyar kis pékség itt található San Diego-ban a Liberty Public Marketben, ami egy helyi nemzetközi piac, ahol különböző nemzetek konyháit lehet megkóstolni. Többféle kürtőskalácsot is lehet itt tenni, nem csak a hagyományosat, hanem édeset eperrel, megtöltve, ilyen krémsajttal, ez valamilyen sós, csokis, mindenfajta variáció van. When and where did you try kürtőskalács or chimney cakes for the first time, and what drew you to chimney cakes at all?
Yeah, the first time we tried them was in Prague, in Czech Republic, in 2016. We had a trip together. We were always looking for new things and trying new. We're foodies, so we always trying new food. And then we came across chimney cakes. It was a rainy day, so it was very gloomy. So we got the experience of like rainy, gloomy, and then we just saw a huge line, and we got closer, and then we started to see the bread rolling. It was the first time ever seeing something similar. So we tried it, and we just loved the flavor and the texture. After we came back from Europe, she just said, you know what, let's just bring them to San Diego, and that's how we started.
We were looking for something unique. So we really wanted to start a business together, but I really wanted to bring something different. So we started traveling, and we tried different foods. Like as she said, we are foodies, always looking for something different to try. But when we saw the chimney cakes, since we saw the different equipment, the oven, everything, the full experience was like blow our minds. Like, what is it? Why we never seen it before? So that's why we were like for me, it was very impressive to eat something and not knowing if it's a cookie, if it's a bread, it's something really, really different. And so it was perfect for what we were looking for. It's fresh, that it can be, it's very unique, very traditional. So it has history behind it, and because we can be creative. So something traditional that we can bring to the US and make it a little bit different. We try to don't put ice cream. We did the research and we find out it was like originally from Hungary, and it was plain. So we wanted to introduce how it is.
It's a Hungarian bakery. The name Mia Sorella is Italian. You guys are sisters, obviously. But so, why the name Mia Sorella, and why in Italian when it's a Hungarian bakery?
I used to work in a place where I used to work with a lot of Italians, and I was studying Italian, but I really like I think I asked, how do you say Mia Sorella? I mean, my sister, and an Italian, and they said Mia Sorella, and I really love how it sounds, and I was like Mia Sorella. So it sounds like a name for me, like something that we would love to have as a business name. And from there, we were like, I told her like, oh, Mia Sorella, it sounds good. It's like my sister, and we like it, and we decided to keep the name.
How did your cultural background influence how you run this bakery?
I think chimney cakes is very unique. It's not something I can really compare to something we have in Mexico. Maybe the cinnamon sugar, because we have like the traditional cinnamon sugar pastries, or even some of the shapes. Actually, is we have a stuffed pastry that's shaped like a cone. So maybe that was like the most similar thing, but we never really connected. We tried to bring unique flavors that we probably grew up with, like the cranberry goat cheese or chivra, the artichoke spread. That's something she really worked with.
They always think it's a churro. There's the Mexican.
Right, because of the chocolate.
Oh, I didn't want to mention the churro.
Yes.
Chocolate.
It's because it's cinnamon sugar, but because they see cinnamon sugar, they already connected with the pastry, and they wanted say it's a churro, and that was the main thing that connected to the clients to the pastry. We really love teas, so this is very traditional in Mexico. It's called tisana. So are pieces of dehydrated fruit and a mix of herbal teas, flowers, and we brew it. It can be hot or it can be iced, and this is a very unique tea. We started the farmers market, but every time that we used to bring the oven, and it was like until this point is a weird face, like what is it, like I don't know what they said, and they walk away at the beginning, like they don't even. I was thinking they would be very open to try something different, but since it was something weird because they saw a new machine, like they couldn't realize what is it. So we have to start giving samples, and there's people who was very curious, especially people who used to travel a lot. They were like, "Oh, I remember I tried in Budapest, or I tried on the streets," and they got very excited, and from there we started getting our regular customers. It was more through the word, like, oh, it's really good, it's fresh. So little by little, but it was like introducing something new, unique.
If you like goat cheese, cranberry goat cheese is a great option as well. We wrap it around our molds, cones and cylinders, and it's baked with sugar. So the sugar caramelizes, and then we can stick the toppings. So you can do cinnamon sugar, walnuts, coconut.
What it really inspired about the flavors is like the experience that I've been having through the different kitchens in the past. Recreate the cranberry goat cheese or the artichoke spread as well. So it was mainly, and it's something that we didn't have to think that much. It was just like a connection of all the things that we like to kind of create like the sweet side, and I'm focused on the savory side.
Íme a különböző variációk, a csokis, az almáspités, a füstölt lazacos és a kecskesajtos, áfonyás, epres kürtőskalács. És nem lennénk Amerikában, hogyha nem változtatnánk át a kürtőskalácsot valami fajta hotdogra.
Investigating where to get the equipment from and everything, and she was studying in San Francisco about
I specialize in artisan bread.
So it was perfect. So she's the one who created the recipe.
I have a little more experience of doughs and how to work different ingredients. So chimney cakes, it is a complicated recipe. I think to get the right ingredients, especially here in the US, and try to make it as similar as possible, I just started playing with it until I got the right ratios of everything. While I was working on the recipe, she was researching. Well, she had already researched the ovens and the company that sell the equipment. They brought everything from Hungary.
Oh, yeah. They don't sell it here. The closest one was in Hungary?
Yes.
Oh my God.
So yeah, it was a whole, it sounds easy, but it was to do the research and then import it. And all what it takes to bring a new equipment, and also the certification.
I think it's very interesting how you can put a little less of salt and the dough is completely different. So getting like the right amount of everything, and it was really, for me, it was really funny because at first when they sell you like some equipment, they can send like a little mix of already mixed all the dry ingredients. So they were in Hungarian. I couldn't understand anything that was in there. So I was just trying to figure out. So I had to look it up. We talked to them also, so I could have like the right ingredients and the right amounts. And also, if you don't have the right equipment, there's no way you can have a good chimney cake. So we have an order for mini stuffed chimney cakes. So what we do is we coat it in sugar or any topping of their choice, and then we add chocolate ganache. This one has strawberries, and it's gonna go with homemade whipped cream. So we do that with strawberries. We have apple pie. We do cranberry goat cheese.
Apple pie is an American twist on chimney cake.
You know what? We tried it in Europe with
Okay.
apple pie. Something very important for us is that we use all natural and organic ingredients, and we make everything ourselves. So we don't use anything artificial. We started at the farmers markets, and it was we couldn't use anything store bought. So it helped us to create our own spreads. I used to make my own Nutella, everything. We use chocolate ganache now. But yeah, we make everything ourselves. So I think that's very different because not everybody do their own
Yeah.
spread. We saw some savory with like the herbs and cheese on the outside, but she came up with the artichoke spread. Chimney bites with smoked salmon. So these are great for like picnics or just finger food for an event or small reunion.
Wow, that's very unique. That's
Mhm.
like a bringing kürtőskalács to the next level.
Yeah.
You know? Füstölt, lazacos, sajtos kürtőskalács. It's like a bagel almost.
Mhm.
No? Olyasmi, mint az ilyen bagel. Nagyon finom. That's the goat cheese.
Yeah, this is a cranberry
Vagy a
goat
cranberry,
cheese.
yeah. Tehát ez az áfonyás, kecske-sajtos kürtőskalács.
Those are homemade whipped cream.
Házi készítésű tejszínham. Gyönyörű.
Here it is. Let me give you a fork, okay? One second. Everything was a challenge since we decided to make chimney cakes because
Bring in something that no one didn't know what it was. So we every day we have to introduce what is a chimney cake
Yeah.
and
You have to educate.
educate. Yes,
yeah,
so that's definitely the biggest one to get the opportunity to sell it at the farmers market. That little by little we have been like getting the hang of it.
Volt egy kis közjáték, mert egy 6.0-ás földrengést regisztráltak San Diego megyén kívül. Úgyhogy itt minden megállt egy pillanatra, úgyhogy most folytatjuk. Do you get Hungarian customers?
Yes.
And what do they say?
The best feedback and the best reactions has been from Hungarians. They're always super nice about it. They're excited, and we're always very interested in what they're gonna say or even a little nervous. It's always a positive response so far, and yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool when or people like you that you live here for many years and you find something you haven't had in a long time. It's always a good reaction.
yeah, the Hungarians always order the original. They sometimes can be open, but no, since I remember, they always look for the original way to eat
Cinnamon
it.
sugar.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
That's the best.
Our third sister helped us with social media marketing. So she's more behind the scenes, and we're
Yeah.
more involved in the kitchen.
She studied marketing.
A local artist did a painting for us, and then I asked my friend if she could put the dolls in Hungary. So I think it would be really cool to have the background, and she did. I think it turned out really, really cool. They start from like $7, the original, to like stuffed ones up to like 14. Depends on what you get. Smoked salmon, I think it's like 16. And then we have different sizes and prices for the cheese boards as well. So you can go like from a $25 box to a 65 box for many people. So this is an order for, I think it's a bride to be event or bachelorette. Or they having like a picnic style. So this is our olive oil cake with berries and cream. These are cheese boards. Cheese pairs very well with the chimney cakes. This is a box of four minis, and you can mix and match flavors. And these are chimney bites. This one has smoked salmon salad with artichoke spread.
Have you ever been to Hungary?
No,
No.
not me.
Okay.
So we, like I said, we tried it in Prague. We actually went back to Prague a couple years ago.
It's
Not
right
Hungary.
next to Hungary.
I
I
know.
really want
You
to
know,
go.
we would love to go, and I mean, we're even more excited now that we make chimney cakes. We have like a whole purpose of exploring
Right,
so
right.
many places, especially the festivals, the Christmas markets, just the whole experience. We're really looking forward to it.
Never had it before. First time.
The first time, are you guys looking for something sweet or savory? Something sweet. So here are the 4 chimney cakes. And maybe you can put this on top, maybe, or on top of these. This is cheese board. Yeah. And then the cake. Thank you guys. Have a great day. Enjoy. If it's possible, a franchise, that would be a great option. For now, we don't have anything planned for this year. We would like to get more customers, more locals, still get the word out, to eventually open like a bigger place. Yeah.
They always ask,
It's right
"Are
here.
you Hungarian?" And we're like,
Mhm.
"No, we're not. We just make chimney cakes."
Do you guys need
"Oh,
forks and
okay?"
napkins?
And some of them,
Yeah. Okay.
usually Americans, they walk away like, "Oh, okay, no." Like if
Then
it's not authentic.
yeah.
But then we have the Hungarian customers who know that it's very challenging to make chimney cakes,
Yeah.
and they appreciate it.
When they see the Hungarian, an actual Hungarian is not making the dough, sometimes they just hesitate a little bit, maybe, or they're see, is this really authentic or is this more Americanized? You know, so they sometimes they take a step back. A lot of people think it has to come with ice cream.
Not at all.
Exactly. so just little comments like that. But overall, it's been a good experience.
Can you please
Mhm.
walk us through the whole process of making the proper Hungarian
Chimney
chimney cake
cakes.
as a Mexican American?
Of course. So it's our dough. It's made of a yeast dough. So we start by rolling out this piece. We roll it out, and then once you get like this of a thick size, we grab our molds. This is for a chimney cone.
Chimney cone.
Yes.
Ami ugye a töltsét.
So we add the oil to the wood.
How many times did you have to practice this until you mastered it?
Oh my goodness. I don't know, for a couple of months actually, I think. But I think it's because you have to get the right consistency in order to roll it properly. If it's too sticky, it's really hard. If it's a tough dough, it's really hard to roll it out. So everything has to do with the dough consistency. We can either let it proof here. The dough has been proofed already, but we can always recommend to proof it for like 2 to 3 minutes. And after it's proofed, we add our sugar. This is organic cane sugar.
How come it's important for you to only use organic ingredients?
Like I said, since we started at the farmers market, that's their whole concept, where people can get healthy and high quality food. We always work with all natural ingredients, but the farmers market was definitely like a motivation to just keep it going, even if we were not there, to still do it in any shop we had. It takes about 7 minutes to bake, 7 to 8 minutes.
Which one is your favorite?
I love chocolate with strawberries or the smoked salmon one, the savory.
Szóval most én jövök, még életemben nem csináltam kürtöskalácsot, úgyhogy most rajtam a sor, hogy ilyet először csináljak itt San Diego-ban. Ennél messzebb már nem is mehettem volna azért, hogy ilyet csináljak. Okay. So what's next? What am I gonna do?
The dough, you're gonna stretch it out. You go like this, and then just when you go back, this is like very gently with this all the way this
So
way.
more pressure on the way there and
and then-
gentle back.
Yeah. And then as you're doing that, you're gonna stretch it up to the outside so it becomes longer. You can put more pressure so it's all smooth and together. You're doing great, Esther. Oil.
Oil this, the whole
The whole thing. Just
thing.
put it back there. And then the
Oh,
tricky,
it's heavy. It's heavy. I thought it would be lighter.
and then the tricky part is how to roll it. I usually hold the whole thing. You
Stick
have
it on
to go around so you can secure it.
Okay.
So you have to do like this.
And then you just start rolling it up.
And then you start rolling.
Okay. I'm going to open my own chimney cake business and I'm going to be the competition. And then when they ask me, I'm going to say, yes, I'm the real Hungarian.
Yeah. Tuck it in under.
Okay.
Like this.
And now just roll
All
it
time,
up.
and then you put pressure. Put pressure, roll it, lift it up, and roll the other side.
Okay, got it. And now it goes into the oven.
Now you add a little more,
more
of the
oil.
oil.
Adok
Yes.
hozzá még olajan.
You want to do a sweet one?
Yes,
Okay.
the original
The
one.
original.
Igen, csak az eredetit csinálom, a hagyományosat.
Okay.
Akkor most megszórjuk a cukorral. How much?
So, until it's completely coated, you go all around.
Maybe there. Ooh, that's a lot of sugar.
And then you can kind of shake off a little bit of the excess. And then we like to go with a brush like this. So once it's baked, the sugar that's caramelized doesn't fall on you. We connect it, and there you
That's
go. Yes.
Oh
And
my
we'll see it in
goodness,
6
let's
minutes.
see. 6 perc múlva kiderül, milyen lett életem első kürtöskalácsa.
There you go.
Köszönöm!
Szívesen.
Szia!
Szia!
Tanítom őket most magyarul egy kicsit. Íme, alapszavak, hogy tudják a vásárlókat is így köszönteni, mert állandóan azt hiszi mindenki, hogy ők magyarok. What that you've learned about the Hungarian culture while getting into the kürtőskalács business.
We just specialize in the bread in Kürtöskalács, but we know that it's very known about pastry. Don't know a lot about the language. We love to learn.
Do you know any other Hungarian dishes? Do you know how to make any other Hungarian dishes? Or
Goulash.
Mm-hmm.
Goulash. I know the langos.
Yes.
Langos. And basically in Kürtöskalács.
A kürtőskalács sokunknak, mint nekem is, egy gyerekkori emlék, ünnepi hangulat, vagy egy magyar finomság. Most ennek a 2 inspiráló testvérnek köszönhetően még több emberhez eljut itt San Diego-ban ez a nagyon finom magyar étel. A Mia Sorellát követheted az Instagramon, a leírásban mindent belinkelek. A finom ízek mögött mindig ott van egy történet, és ez a történet pont olyan édes, mint a kürtőskalács maga. Ha pedig ez a videó tetszett neked, akkor mindenképpen iratkozzál fel a csatornámra. Találkozunk a jövő héten is a következő videóban.